Well, Graham, here we are again in the Fusiliers Museum, and this time we're looking at trench raids.
Yes, those two fearsome-looking things here are part of the trench raid. I think they were trench clubs.
Yeah, they're pretty fearsome-looking things, aren't they? They're all obviously handmade.
You can see them that they are well, especially this one on the left. It looks like an old police truncheon with hobnail studs in.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I mean, I've seen the photographs of these trench raids when they come back, and they're normally sort of dirt-streaked faces, but they also be grinning when they come back. Perhaps they've got souvenirs or,
maybe,
or maps or prisoners with them.
I've seen them with balaclavas on. They've all been out on there. They've got the souvenirs, their pickle horbs, and maybe a luger.
A pickle horb.
A pickle horb.
Okay.
A pickle horb. That's the one, the helmet with the spike on top.
Of course, they could have brought prisoners back as well sometimes.
I think that's what they probably did. I think these were made by the Royal Engineers or engineering behind the lines, and then they were taken to the frontline troops in there. But yeah.
So a sort of trench art in many ways.
I suppose so.
In a sort of belligerent sort of way, rather than a shell case being engraved, they'd rather put their energies to making sort of these awful koshes to take across to the German trenches.
Right. Yeah. What was their use? Why did they go on the raid?
Well, I think it's both for morale and also to pick a prisoner up, or maps showing the disposition of the German trenches and machine guns.
As you say that, I've actually got a report from the divisional
really?
War diary. This was for the Battle of the Somme, so reconnaissance for the Battle of the Somme, and it's just.
Can we hear a bit then? Can we?
Yes, we can. Yeah, they were actually going to Kiel Trench, which is part of the German front lines, and they were going to do this 25 men and 1 officer and 2 NCOs,
right,
who actually were going onto this little jaunt, as you would like to call it.
I wonder if that's a sort of normal size of a trench raiding party.
I think there's been a few, like 100 men have gone, depending on what they wanted. But as you quite rightly said, the idea behind it was to get some prisoners, to find out if they'd done any new trenches or improved the trenches just before the incoming Somme attack.
That's a finding sort of intelligence to get in those days, wasn't it, with no aerial photographs?
Well, that's it. They were usually done at the middle of the night, and hopefully, as you went through, you weren't detected before you actually got there.
So, Graham, these 2 truncheons here used in the trench warfare, we know a bit more about them, do we?
Well, yeah, a little bit more. The one on the left was actually used in the Battle of the Somme, so I would imagine, like I mentioned earlier about a trench raid, that was probably used on that one. And the one on the right was by Private Lewis, who was from the 8th Battalion of the Territorials of the Royal Warwicks.
Okay. So these are both actually used in combat?
They were both used in combat. Can't see any signs of blood on them, but yeah.
No, they're fairly pristine, aren't they?